Hey everybody, I'm Zane.
And I'm Josh.
We're from GM-Trucks.com, and you know, sometimes you have a good day and sometimes you have a great day. And today is a great day for us because we're here taking delivery of our 2022 GMC HUMMER EV Edition 1. And now, if you've been watching our videos on this channel, you'll know that I have already gotten behind the wheel of this vehicle, but my brother Josh has not.
I've been waiting for 2 years for this vehicle to show up, and I'm about to take it on my first spin. So
yeah, we ordered this thing 707 days ago, and I've been talking this thing up for the last 6 months after I drove it, telling him how amazing it was, but I think you got to experience it firsthand.
I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
All right, let's get behind the wheel and let Josh drive the HUMMER EV for the very, very first time.
The first 100 feet was pretty amazing, let me tell you. Oh yeah. Hold on to your cameras. I mean, so far, wow, is it smooth?
Right? This power delivery is so linear on this thing. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's zero lag between you putting your foot on the accelerator pedal and it pushing you back in your seat.
Yeah, I thought it would feel more HD, heavy duty truck, just stiffer. I mean, it's definitely driving very nice right now, very smooth. Holy smokes, man. Wow, holy shit. I didn't even barely push the pedal down.
I've ridden in this thing before and driven one of these things, and I'm still, like, I cannot keep the smile off my face back here. This is so cool. We've bought a lot of new cars in our day. This has by far been the one I've been looking forward to the most out of any new vehicle.
I can't believe I'm actually driving this thing right now. This is wild. I still can't believe it was 2 years.
And you haven't even tried the self-driving function yet.
Nope. I really like the screen layout here.
I think, like our Silverado, that's a little customizable. I think we can change that up a bit.
Dude, that's like 60 to 90 in a blink of an eye.
For a 10,000 pound vehicle.
That's what's so crazy is you feel the mass of this thing. It's not a small vehicle, and you can feel this whole thing just get up and go. Took it a little bit of time to kind of get going there.
So
I think we need WTF mode.
That's what WTF mode is. It
Yeah.
kind of preconditions the batteries in a way that allows them to dump a ton of current quicker than you could do normally.
Yeah, because that was definitely not as fast as it felt quicker when I was doing 60 to 90 or whatever. But
yeah,
that
they have to torque limit it to prevent the tires from breaking traction, basically.
makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I feel like there was so much more that it was holding back on me. It feels like we should be, like in any other EV, when I slam on the gas like that, it would drop a few miles. I'd be able to see that the range is going down, but this thing seems to be pretty accurate.
I asked the engineers, like, so if you use WTF mode a lot, can you like use your battery down in like if you use it like 20 times in a row?
Like damage your battery, you mean?
Could you use like 30% charge if you used WTF mode 10 times in a row? You know what I'm saying? You can't. It doesn't use that much energy comparatively. And you can just do it over WTF mode over and over and over and over again.
There's no built-in limit to it.
Nope. Has this changed your opinion about electric vehicles at all, Josh?
No, I mean, I've always liked the way they drive. I mean, I don't think that's ever been an issue for me. Especially recently, I've been in a few where I can see how they are seamless. Other than being quieter, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. This thing's almost pretty similar to how our ZR2 drives in that regard. So
It is, but I think that you got a lot. The throttle response is a little more instant.
Yeah. But the pedal feel is not a complete departure from what you'd expect.
Nope. I think you can adjust the modes and do one pedal driving, which is definitely an interesting feeling because you combine the brake and the gas pedal into one.
Say that again?
With one pedal driving, you basically imagine that your accelerator pedal starts out
Why
at
would you want that?
25% depressed would be like 0. So that anytime you went below that, or like you let off the throttle, and now it's actively applying brake.
That seems kind of dangerous.
No, it's actually brilliant because you can control everything with one foot.
Yeah, but so what if you need to really, really stop? I guess the brake's still there for you.
Oh yeah, you can still use the brakes, but
it's just like having the Regen up super high.
Exactly. But it actually will brake a considerable amount if you let off the accelerator pedal.
Do completely. I have a control on the braking level?
I do not think so, but you have a paddle for regenerative braking on the wheel.
That's what I meant.
Oh, yes, you have a paddle.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I can't change like the level, but I can hold on to that if I want to brake?
Yep.
Got it. Yeah, what's crazy is how quiet this thing is, right? So you can actually hear the road noise from the tires, which seems louder than...
The seat ventilator.
Yeah, like everything else seems louder because
the tonneau cover flapping in the back. Like, you're right. Everything else stands out far more.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we were going to get a tonneau cover, right?
I knew when I put the order in that it was coming with a soft tonneau. I did. Okay. Up until that point, they had not announced it was coming standard.
This thing's crazy because it gets going so fast, and then you're like, "Oh crap!"
You feel like you have a ton of momentum.
Yeah, I gotta turn this thing now.
So you think we take this to Ohio?
Yeah, I think. I mean,
I think
there's only one way to find out if it was a good idea or not.
I really feel like it's worth the potential hassle because it would be really fun.
Yeah, I don't care. We'll have to stop and charge a little bit, but I think maybe what we'll do is we'll take some guesses to how and when and how often we'll have to charge based on whether it's actually getting the mileage it's supposed to. Like you were saying, if we can get 300 miles, that means we should only have to charge once.
Yeah. But I'm planning that we charge a lot more than we need to, so that when we got to our destination, we wouldn't have an empty battery. We'd have a good amount of charge left. The engineer also explained to me that they believe. Whoa!
Sorry.
You had to. I don't blame you one bit.
I definitely should have given you a heads up. Yeah, I feel like that's almost more shocking than a 0 to 60. Yeah, dude, I can't take the smile off my face. This thing's just really cool. It's like, I didn't ever feel this way about our last Hummer.
I know the H3 was cool, but not this cool by any means. You could also have bought 3 of those H3s for what this thing cost.
Jeez.
One of the engineers was talking to us about how he went hunting and how he could creep out into the trails and he'd roll his windows down and all you hear is the tires rolling over the rocks as you come through.
This thing is great. I think I thought it was going to be more like an electric vehicle, drive different. And what I found is that basically, if you're used to how the trucks drive, then you're going to jump right in this thing and be okay. All right, running into our first problem here, and that is the 350 kilowatt charger is not charging. It just is blank. It said it was working, but it's not. This one right behind me isn't working either. The Chevy Bolt right here is fully charged, but it's still in the parking spot. And the other 350 is taken by a very nice gentleman who we were talking to earlier.
So we gotta wait. We'll see how this goes.